you can make more money on unemployment than you can going down and getting one of those jobs that is an honest job, but it doesn't pay as much. And so that's what's happened to us, is that we have put in so much entitlement into our government that we really have spoiled our citizenry and said, you don't want the jobs that are available.
All craziness is going.
They are doing that here in the United States. American scientific companies are crossbreeding humans and animals and coming up with mice with fully functioning human brains.
So there should not be a federal minimum wage?
There should not be. That is not within the scope of the powers that are given to the federal government.
We needed to have the press be our friend. No, we wanted them to ask the questions we want to answer so that they report the news the way we want it to be reported.
Not all cultures are equal.
Why should we vote for you?
Why should you vote for me? Because I do not wear high heels. She has questioned my manhood. I think it's fair to respond. I have cowboy boots. They have real bullshit on them.
As your U.S. Senator, I'm not in the business of creating jobs.
You know what? Evolution is a myth, and even Darwin himself.
Evolution is a myth?
You know what?
Have you ever looked at a monkey?
Well, then why aren't monkeys still evolving into humans?
It takes a long time.
Himself.
What I don't like from the president's administration is this sort of, I'll put my boot heel on the throat of BP. I think that sounds really un-American. And I think it's part of this sort of blame game society, in the sense that it's always got to be someone's fault, and instead of the fact that maybe sometimes accidents happen.
Lauda saw Barbara Boxer briefly on television this morning and said what everyone says, God, what is that hair? So yesterday, you didn't...
Our founding fathers, they put that Second Amendment in there for a good reason, and that was for the people to protect themselves against a tyrannical government. In fact, Thomas Jefferson said it's good for a country to have a revolution every 20 years. I hope that's not where we're going, but, if this Congress keeps going the way it is, people are really looking toward those Second Amendment remedies. They're saying, my goodness, what can we do to turn this country around? And I'll tell you, the first thing we need to do is take Harry Reid out.
Sharon Engel talked about Second Amendment remedies to Harry Reid, and I'm wondering if that sort of language will turn off the voters that you're going to need in the general election, the mainstream voters that you're going to need to, moderate Republicans who want to support somebody like Sharon Engel, but are turned off by that kind of talk.
Yeah, well, it is a problem, and it is always a problem. People in the public arena that I have a station are oftentimes going to say things that they wish they hadn't said. Lord knows I am. We all do that. You got to get past those things. Forgive yourself and move on.
They could refudiate what it is that this group is saying.